Last time, then. While Elena was busy with her swamped hospital and Harvey continued building his info network throughout the rest of San Francisco, the other half of the coterie finished up Elysium. Yolanda was surprisingly the center of attention as a duel was declared, and her opinion as a newcomer was questioned on whether the prince would win. She did bet on it, albeit not much, but was charming enough to get away with that. Indeed, she was right. After a short but remarkable battle, the prince impaled and defeated Verdnar. With that, the party moved towards the bar, and Yolanda eventually left with her Maula. There was a little conversation on that ride, learning that Tori's husband Harvey was well over a century old, and while he'd been offered the embrace, he declined it under the logic that there was a chance, at least, it would sour his service to his beloved. More practically, she also learned the backup being summoned, bloodhounds, controlled a small army of ghouled wildlife that he brought to the table for any upcoming conflict. Meanwhile, Isaiah learned a little more about Conehead's plan, and finalized the deal with him. Saldu and the Nosferatu would be joining them on the trek down. Conehead's invisibility was enough to ambush and get his hands on the Giovanni, while Saldu's powerful dominate would get him to do anything they wanted. He would ferry them to the hostages, and maybe some other goodies, and then take them home. The coterie would thus show strength, striking a mighty blow against this foreign faction. While they both clearly had no love for the Camarilla, Saldu calling it a failed experiment, and Conehead calling it a slave driver, they both seemed on board with leaving Tori alone for now. Conehead claimed he would be returning home soon as his business was done anyway. He'd get a significant boon, and Saldu would get the magic dagger this Giovanni seemed to use. Supposedly, the Satanist would be heading north after that, to Canada, where people are more progressive and wrath you would not reach. He had a profoundly negative attitude towards the demon, calling him more trouble than he was worth. For now, though, the young ward, Thomas, would stay at Isaiah's shop, while the two kindred brought in wandered off to find their food. Isaiah had his own business to attend to, seeing a massive expansion all around the shop with the money he'd left Maria, including their own gunsmith. He's still staring at it all now, right outside his shop, with the rest of you close, as we rejoin the party on March 29th, about 8 p.m. And Elena, a runner from sent by Maria at Isaiah's shop, did come to tell you that the caravan was coming into town.
All right. I would say if that at this point, with the clinic so like crazy,
Be clear, the hospital in San Francisco was crazy.
Oh, the hospital.
You came back maybe 4 days ago to San Francisco, to Sonoma. And you were just staying at the clinic with your doctor, pal.
Okay. I would go and meet the caravan, just to, say hi and make sure everyone's doing okay. The biggest thing I think in the last however many days is like whatever opportunities Elena would get to like practice her skills and also feed, she would be doing as well. So just kind of putting that out there.
You had ample opportunity for both. You're trusted enough at the hospital now back in San Francisco, and also you've had plenty of downtime. We did pass like a week of time with general shit going on in the city.
Okay, cool. Yeah. If there are no like patients needing immediate care, I would step away for a little bit and meet everybody else.
Right. You approach Isaiah's shop just as he's stepping out, following his short conversation with Maria, the drop-off.
Senor Fields, it's so good to see you. How was the journey in?
It was fine. I know you had to work at the hospital, but you missed quite the opportunity with Elysium.
I understand that there was a lot of goings on, but I feel that at least for establishing a working relationship between Dr. Martinez's clinic as well as the larger hospital, it was necessary, especially if we intend to perhaps find a source of food that does not require us to hunt.
That is fair enough. I've made a few deals and purchased some buildings in San Francisco.
That is good. Are they? What is the
Apartments.
apartments? Oh,
There'll
are
be a
these going
place
to be
for us
for
to stay
workers?
if this will mostly be for the colored community, but there'll always be a room available for us should the need arise.
I see. I see. Hmm. And then, do you expect us to be traveling to San Francisco more frequently?
At a minimum once a year.
Oh,
This Elysium is held every year, and I assume it will be here in San Francisco every time.
I see.
Not to
Hmm.
mention the business opportunities. Anything
That
that
is true.
can't be found in Sonoma, we'll be able to find here.
Hmm. I wonder if it is worth our time to have, at some point, two arms of the business, both there and here in Sonoma.
Possibly. We need to build up some form of long term income source, though. The apartments are a good start. We may not be able to hold the mine, and even if we can, eventually it will run dry.
I agree. Well, I'm open to any suggestions you have. I'm hoping that as a fallback, there is an investment we perhaps could make in the doctor's clinic as well as our own medical facilities.
I'm not opposed to it. The walls around the mine have come along well, and there's likely at least a few houses put up while we were gone.
Hmm.
But we need to
I would.
handle the issue of the Giovannis before we can decide how to grow it further.
I agree. That is something that has also been on my mind. There's many things I think we need to take a look at, but uh, biggest thing I think is getting our foothold, um, and being able to have that foundation without worrying about all of those other influences. So I think we can talk more about this. And as you settle in, you just came back.
I should head to the mine soon. Do you
Shall we
have
go?
any plans?
For right now, the clinic is doing okay. I've already put the e-host to bed. This point, if you want to head there now, we could.
Would you mind driving the wagon? I have a few books I need to start reading.
Continue
Sure.
reading. But speaking of Yolanda, I know you went to check on your businesses and stuff at the end of next session, but that didn't take long. You could come back here anytime, walk into the scene, so to speak.
Yolanda will enter and say,
Yolanda,
"Oh, hey, how have you been?"
Hello.
I've
I've been just fine, Yolanda. How how are you doing? How was the trip?
My trip it was good. Plus, Elysium it was pleasant. Wish you were there.
I apologize. I know that the it sounded very eventful, but um I think with the hospital and my abilities there, I think we have what we need to start on something. I want to not have to worry about like hunting for food. If we can find a way to uh, draw blood and package it somehow, maybe we won't have to find someone. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
My
But
question is, how long would it keep? I'm sure at some point they've considered putting blood into jars or the like.
real quick, how's your kids? Are they fine?
They're fine. They're right now I've already made them supper and they should be heading to bed soon. Um, it's been relatively uneventful, although I still am on the lookout for Giovanni's and any of their probing eyes.
Yeah. Speaking of Giovanni, we're gonna be getting some help dealing with them soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
how so?
Also, just more to the previous point while you're reeling on that, you did definitely see blood stored in some capacities at Elysium. They had wine bottles and barrels full of it that they were serving you at a bar.
Ooh,
So, Isaiah might bring that up.
I will have
They
to look
did.
into that.
But we'll be getting some backup and dealing with them. Tremere, well, our Isaiah's new Tremere friend, bookworm friend, is going to be sending some help to deal with them. To help deal with them, and yes, and our prince is going to be helping with this matter as well. As she
It does also, I'm sorry to interrupt again, but bring the question, where are those ghost repellent necklaces you have, the two of them, still on your person?
Oh yes, I have
necklaces? Like what?
I have the two necklaces. Ghost repellent.
Yolanda, out of character, Yolanda spent pretty much the entire of Elysium with her sire schmoozing up to a powerful Tremere.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you met your sire? Sorry, out of character.
Not sire, Mala, my bad, again, fuck.
Oh,
So,
okay, okay.
so pretty much, I had to get these two, and they take out the amulets, pull out the amulets from their pouch.
Simple
And
looking silver discs with no engraving and little to separate them from, a fairly cheap trinket.
Yeah. Isaiah wants to put one of them near the mines so that our spirit friend won't go near them.
What
And
is this?
they're ghost repellent.
Oh,
Sadly,
how does it work?
well, just wear it and it will keep a ghost away from you. That's what the Tremere said to me, as me and the prince were basically arm in arm with him.
He was cagey about sharing any of his magics. Claimed the pyramid frowned on it, the Tremere organization.
Yeah, but luckily, me and the prince worked our magic to get him on our side.
I see. This Tremere, this is another clan, I assume. They
Yes.
So is this was someone you met at Elysium?
Yes, apparently they're a clan of magic users, but they use blood for magic. But they're also scholars as well.
I see. This is a helpful friend indeed. I hope that they could continue to help us. And this is wonderful news if we can repel those eyes of the dead. There's two, you say. Where's the other one going to go?
Uh, I don't know yet.
We should keep one at the mine so we always have a place that is private to return to, and the other we can take with us when we need to be more clandestine.
That's smart.
If the ghost completely loses its ability to follow us, we'll likely have the Giovanni visiting at some point, sooner than we would like. We plan to try and
How?
lure them in a week once I have finished with this tome. It might be helpful.
All right. How does it cover a wide area, or is it within
5 meters.
only? Wait, how many meters?
5.
500, is that a radius or is that a
No,
diameter?
5. 5 even.
Oh,
Maybe,
5 meters. Okay.
It's
maybe
enough to keep them from attacking you, to block a doorway, or to keep them out of earshot, is basically how it was explained.
I was going to wear this, but if your children needs it, then maybe you should have them near their room.
Uh, maybe I would not want to take away anything from you at this point. If your Tremere friend could perhaps teach us how to do it ourselves, that would be nice, but I'll take what I can get.
I don't know if we're gonna see him again. He's in San Francisco. But he said he is sending help to us.
Okay.
He'd prefer if we can handle it, though, before the help arrives. Save him from using favors.
That is fair.
I've made a few friends who would be willing to help in dealing with this, and I'll let you know when the time comes. We can lure this Giovanni in after clearing out the mine. We could use our new cannons.
Ooh. All right. Um. Well, if you're willing to offer it, I can leave it with leave leave the amulet with one of the children. But I think more importantly, if we can find other defenses that are not just an amulet, if we can perhaps have our own sanctuaries, at least something that doesn't, like, this seems something that we'd want to keep on our persons. I'm thinking more of like if there's a way we can uh
Placing
protect
it
the
at
whole
the
area.
entrance of the mine should prevent them from being able to go inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that
Uh,
how that works?
Specifically for a mine, yes, because the wall ghosts can phase through walls and such. They cannot phase through actual earth and rock.
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
Actually, I'll hold on to the second one just in case.
I think that's
When
a
we
good
go
idea.
to make any move against them, make sure the children have it at that time, but keep it until then.
All right. And Yolanda will wear it around their neck. We'll wear it around their neck. We'll put the second one around their neck for safekeepings. But pretty much that's about it. Pretty much that's the kind of backup we.
Psst.
Hmm?
Psst. Something's poking you in the neck, Yolanda, sharply. Psst. Psst.
He looks.
Psst. And behind you, rail thin and appearing from nowhere, but about your height, you see Rathu in a filthy brown robe. Hey, you forgot to tell her about the funny part. Tell her the funny thing about the ally you brought.
Oh, we also brought a new friend. His name is Conehead.
Oh, not that one. Tell her about the one she's gonna flip her shit about. Tell her about that one. And you can see him now, all three of you. He's poking his head around from behind her.
Well, wait, Rathu's poking his head around her, or
Yes, he seems to have appeared from nowhere behind Yolanda's much larger stature, but his head poked out after he spoke.
and he's still like rat faced, right?
Same
Like,
face, but about as tall as Yolanda and rail thin and wearing a brown robe.
The other kindred that plans to assist us is called Saldu. He is a Satanist, I believe is the word for it.
what?
He worships Satan.
Real religious fanatic. Just like you, huh? Or at least like you used to be. Maybe don't wear the crucifix around him. Free advice.
Uh, uh,
I believe
Okay,
they
so
claim they believe Lucifer was the first of us.
yeah, I
I
think
think that
he's
is how they try and rationalize their condition.
yeah, I think he's a
so
Maltavian.
he's just misguided then.
I think I think our new devil worshiper is a Maltavian. I think that's what he said.
Nope.
Or Tremere. I can't
He did
remember.
not say what he was.
Sorry, rewind that. Sorry, ignore that. Sorry, it's been a while.
Hmm.
But we don't know what his clan is, but all we know is that he worships the devil.
He is a dominate user. He believes he can command the Giovanni to take us to Italy so we can retrieve the children.
Yeah, deals with the devil work out great, don't they?
Uh,
You,
I
you shouldn't
think,
try to dissuade us from that, Rathu, or you might go hungry.
yeah.
I
Oh,
have so
yeah.
many questions. Questions at first. Why is the rat the size of a man now?
How many
I
times have I told you I can change my form at will? I can do whatever the fuck I want. He disappears behind Yolanda, and then his head pops out from between her bosom, his rat-sized head.
how have you been, Rathu?
Better by the day, but I'm bored. And he sinks back in, and he's gone.
Okay.
Ra-
So we have a kindred ally who is misguided, but would possibly be able to help us with
Hopefully,
dominating the.
saving the two native children. That is our primary goal.
Yeah.
I see. Well, beggars can't be choosers, and at this point, it's not. It is frustrating in the sense of the word that, like, there is someone out here that is exclusively misguided. However, I am no judge. That is not my place.
I
I
thought
am simply here
I
to do
I
our job.
I thought you would be very upset due to your
Oh, I'm very upset, but it is not their fault that they are misguided. It is because they were led to believe that such lies were brought forward. It is my job to perhaps change their perspective and have them come to the light.
Perhaps
well,
you avoid those topics till after the children are safe. We wouldn't want to offend them and have them withdraw their assistance.
I will do my best, but I make no promises on any reactions I may make. If I have to walk away, I will.
Now, I believe once we get up to the mine, we should inform them that the mine will be closing for a 2-day period when we plan to have this confrontation. Call it a paid holiday.
yeah. But we're but after hearing all that, wait until you meet Conehead. He's a Nos and quite a good
She's met
guy.
Conehead.
Hmm?
She met Conehead. Didn't remember him, Elena? Like 3 sessions ago, he just showed up at the house. Broke Isaiah's
Uh,
fingers. Scared some people.
yes. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I remember. I don't remember if that's what we were calling him at the time, but I do remember that character. All right.
But,
Oh, he's here in Sonoma.
Oh, wonderful.
but other than that, what's your take after hearing everything we told you?
I have to say, this is a lot. However, it sounds like we are making moves that are actually helping us. We are not simply uh, lost in the wind. We are able to um, actually put a foothold down. I think if we are smart and we work together, we can come out on top of this. I'm not completely happy with everything, but beggars can't be choosers.
Well, we're doing everything we could. But
No,
I'm also thinking
this is
about.
wonderful.
Oh, I'm also thinking about next time we go back to San Francisco. I'm going to invest in some restaurants down there. I nearly did, but didn't have the skills, the financial skills yet.
We may well need to create some sort of investment company for our holdings.
You think so?
If we grow what we own too greatly, we won't be able to manage it individually.
This is fair. I am a simple nurse. I know nothing of the business world.
Well, on that note, is she going to join them on their trip up to the mine, though? Because I fear a fair bit of this conversation could happen on the ride. It is a couple hours.
Yeah, I assumed that we were kind of just caravan arrives, Elena hops in, and we're
Swap the donkeys out with ones that haven't been walking all night, get moving. Didn't take too long.
yeah.
Walking all day, rather. Still pretty early in the night.
Now I need to speak with Gao Kang once we reach the mines.
All right, I'll go with you all. My businesses here are good, so I'll go with you all to the mines.
All right.
If there's anything else you want to discuss, feel free, or I could skip ahead whenever y'all want.
I'm pretty set.
I'm good.
Right. And approaching the mine is uneventful until the last half an hour or so, when gunshots ring out rhythmically and a mighty boom of a cannon shakes the mountain. There's a pause, a short one, and the rifle fire resumes, a disorganized cacophony of bangs that ring out with no end or pattern.
I turn on my eyes. What can I see? What's going on? I'm Russian.
Can't see it from here. It's a fairly steep hill, and there is a right turn near the end.
Am I still driving? I would definitely be like trying to kick the donkeys or not, whatever the term is to make
You're
them go
within the
fast.
high gear.
Yeah, I put it in second.
And just for shits, give me an animal handling roll on that, actually, because, donkeys generally aren't inclined to go towards loud noises.
Sure.
You can either use
animal-
resolve or composure, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Is it animal can resolve then?
Yes.
Okay.
You can use riding or animal handling, whatever's better.
I don't see a riding skill.
Okay, that's probably a specialty of animal handling. My bad.
Okay. All right. And bang.
And you don't get them going much faster, but you do keep them under control, the route steady, and like I said, maybe half an hour you'll be at the gates.
Oh, geez. I feel like we could run
Would it
faster
be faster to run?
I
yeah.
mean, if you're willing to abandon the travel wagon and just sprint up the road, you could probably shave maybe half the time off.
I would say if you guys want to go ahead, because I can see in the dark, and I am not combat oriented.
Bang, 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 just endlessly in the background.
I don't have anything to directly go faster, but I have weight of a feather, so I won't be feeling like any of my weight from the running.
Get you at least a bonus die or something, but we won't roll athletics if you run on ahead. The shots do continue the whole rest of the trip, the cannon once more as well. But when you finally reach the walls, they're still manned. You can even see the flash of their firearms, and now hear the chatter as well. Casual chatter. Not long after you're close enough to see the crude targets carved into the trees. Mangled trees that split splintering wood with each round of volleys. But it all stops as, Yolanda and Isaiah come in above the dip, the light of your lanterns being noticed. Oh hey, Mr. Fields is back! Open the gate!
I thought there were bandits or something.
I guess.
Some random ass worker whose name you don't recall is waiting for you out there. No, just getting our target practice in. We stop it off, or Long says we gotta stop it off by 10, but, get them in while we can after the day. It's more fun than hitting metal. You got us a whole fucking crate of ammo.
Make sure we have a decent stock.
Oh, we do.
Probably get you lead balls to use, not the exploding shot. Those are expensive.
Oh, you had to test it. One of each shot. The regular one and the exploding one. And they both worked.
All right.
And Elena, you catch up pretty quickly after, but for right now, Isaiah and Yolanda, you both see inside there is a bit of a transformation to the courtyard. For one, the gate they just let you into is a metal grate now, not just a wooden door. For another, the interior has a few people. Long Kang is already above ground, gracefully sipping tea beside the fire with a few of his family. Though it's a little unusual that one of your men, a colored man, sits amidst the small group of Chinese, and hardly anyone else is up here. Aside the 24 people on the walls who are playing with rifles.
We'll have to set up a proper shooting range at some point for you.
Well, like underground? Long Kang said that'd fuck up our ears even worse.
I more so meant pointed further away from the path up. I would hate if a stray shot hurt someone.
We didn't hit you, did we?
Fortunately.
Alright. Well, you're the boss.
The path leads down south. You should at least be shooting towards the west more.
Just as a casual aside, actually, did you tell them to stop firing and stop playing? Because from Elena's perspective, she's still bringing the animals up, and if not, she still hears all these gunshots ringing out.
I would definitely be like, now we have a cart coming up the way. Stop until they get here.
Already scared the crap out of the donkeys. And they do, and like I said, or like he mentioned earlier, they only had so much time, and early in the night before their de facto foreman told them to stop anyway, so they're all climbing down, putting their weapons away. Some are cleaning, some are just drinking and looking for food. Most of them are heading to the bunkhouses or wherever they sleep.
Well, Elena, that could have been worse.
See, I assume everyone is okay.
Yes, they were practicing with the new weapons.
Ah. Well,
Would you like to go check in on our barber and see how they're doing while I speak with Long Kang?
certainly. I will make my way over to the little nurse's office. I forget what we called it.
Just a little lodge they made for him. But yeah, he has a small, barber's chair and tool set and shit in the corner.
I'm gonna go check on production.
Well, before you cross the way, and actually probably before Elena's inside either, Isaiah, you get to the fire with Long Kang and that small group. But oddly enough, it's the colored man among them. He's first to speak, and he speaks fast. Isaiah, we got our problems. That freak the barber brought bit off my cousin Randy's hand. And this geezer you left in charge won't do a fucking thing about it.
Bit off their hand?
Long speaks next. According to her, he was trying to grab her baby. There have been no incidents before or since, and as such, I believe her. He takes a sip of his tea. No less than 5 men, some yours, can account that Randy approached her, pestered her, insulted her, and then moved his hand closer to Junior, who she was holding. He lost his fucking hand! Half his hand. And this old asshole isn't paying him anymore, because he can't work, and I don't know how the hell he's ever gonna work with 2 fingers on his fucking hand.
I'll see what I can arrange for Randy. Give me the evening.
Thanks. Figured you would do something. These fucking Chinese, they don't give a shit about us. Bad move bringing this many in here. What the fuck, leaving one of them in charge?
He is far more experienced than you, and I would keep him here before you.
Yeah, he's more experienced. He's a fucking 1,000 years old. And he storms off with that, walking back into the mine.
Long Kang, can we walk and talk?
Is it... Very well. And he leaves his people. He puts his cup down and rises slowly but evenly, gracefully, and he walks to the gate, let's say, staying outside and within sight, but far out of earshot of anyone else, unless Yolanda or Elena follow.
I would have been making my way already to the barber.
You didn't interject, you went to the barber's.
Yeah.
All right, so you'll definitely have some time alone with them before Isaiah joins you, but we'll do his conversation first. What do you say, DeLong, when he silently waits for you to speak?
Real quickly, Yolanda will interfere in that conversation. They're going to go to the library.
Library, down into the inside the mine, because that'll take a little bit of time too. So
No, I'll just step to the side, giving them some privacy. Then,
all right then.
Long Kang, other than most of a lost hand, have things been well here?
Well enough. We haven't increased production much, but as we saw, we were already at max capacity. Pile people on too high or build too many levels, you're just asking for accidents.
That's fair. We're going to have to arrange for a holiday for the men soon. There's a confrontation coming with the man that is going to be extorting us. We are trying to head it off, and I want them out of harm's way.
You cannot afford to pay your fees to this man?
I am not willing to pay him. And I've pulled a few favors to make sure that will not happen.
I do not wish to see violence or death come to our people, Mr. Fields.
You will have ample warning. We will tell him we have found something and have him come here. You will be away by then. You'll have a week vacation, we'll call it, paid for the men.
Of course, but you're familiar with the saying, Mr. Fields, when you set off for revenge, dig 2 graves. If you kill this man, who's to say that's the end of the conflict? Does he have family? Does he have allies?
I am certain he does.
Allies that can just as easily slip past a gate and grab 2 children and get out faster than anyone can stop them?
We are going to be stealing the item we believe he uses to do it so quickly.
And you believe this item is utterly unique?
Rare enough to not be worth risking the loss again.
Mr. Fields, I am well aware I cannot stop you, and I will certainly tell my men to take a week off, paid, of course, but I do not approve of this.
There are multiple factions vying for the mine. I believe we can get a better deal out of the other. This man represents one of them. They have a tenuous truce that neither wishes to go to war with the other.
Nightwalkers are strange, but as I said, I cannot stop you. And I don't know the situation as well as you, I suppose.
He has killed one of my men and taken children hostage. He is not someone I would work with under any circumstances.
Just beware of who you're prepared to lose, Mr. Fields. No one really wins in war. May I finish my tea while it's warm?
Of course, this won't be happening for at least a week.
And he bows politely and leaves. And actually, come to think of it, none of you had to give him space at all, Yolanda, because they were probably speaking Mandarin if they really wanted. But then again, Long has said he prefers to speak in English to Isaiah. He insulted your Mandarin, if I recall.
He did.
But anyways, Elena, you knock on the door, and it is quickly opened by the familiar, strange face of Normie. Inside of the house is much as you left it, complete with the small barbershop, and the man sitting on his couch, reading quietly while the kid coos in her mother's arms.
Hello, Normie. I've returned from a business venture, and I wanted to see how everything's going here.
Oh, yes, hello. Thank you for visiting. It is very kind of you to practice the normal human behavior of checking on your friends. Yes, everything is going perfectly well. The gunshots keep the baby from sleeping as early as I would like, but it sleeps enough, and we have enough here at our home.
Ah,
Can I get you some tea or coffee? And before you answer, she's already moving to the humble kitchen, which is really just a small iron stove with a burner and a kettle, which she begins fiddling with.
there's no need. This is not
Nonsense. Tea or coffee? I am making tea for myself.
uh, if you would not mind, maybe put if I don't know, what is the word? Do they have a phrase for like making it to go in
Not
old
for tea, I
western?
imagine.
Huh?
Not for tea, I imagine. I mean,
Oh
maybe you could
God.
ask, how about you just pour it in my flask or my cup or something?
Sure. Actually, yeah, that'll work. It's like, well, I do have to. I am simply making rounds, so I cannot stay for too long. However, if you'd like to pour it in my flask, I will take it with me. I was just stopping by to see how you were doing and make sure that if there's anything that I can help you and your husband with before moving on to the rest of the evening.
Oh, no, the most we've dealt with is a couple broken bones and some braces, minor injuries. No one's getting too sick in the mines, thankfully. But of
That
course,
is
that might change when now that you and everyone else have come, and you are from out of town, got all those germs from all those other cities, or not germs, but met 100 other people who could have been sick.
While I was in San Francisco, I was at a larger hospital. It was
Oh yes, then
very
it's even more likely.
I it surprisingly they do very well to keep everyone safe. A lot of procedures and protocols that we do not practice
Yeah,
here, which I think would be good for us to perhaps employ. But that is for a later time, a later date. I come only to say hello and to check in with everyone. I think uh, perhaps in the next few weeks we can start changing a few things, maybe making a few improvements. What do you think?
I mean, I'm always open to learn, but I keep pretty well read on medical developments. I think I'm doing what I can here. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm more than happy for the help. Certainly, I'm sure a night nurse could be nothing but assistance up here. My lovely wife here, she doesn't have the patience or the bedside manner for medicine.
Well, if there is a night nurse that you need, I believe I can fill that role. I think uh, on a long term basis, it's not going to be very consistent, but I think we can make it work.
You're only a couple hours away down in town most of the time, yeah.
See, if anything, perhaps I split my time there and here.
Well, Mr. Fields is pretty generous with the pay, so he could probably get you a pretty good, better deal than Dr. Martinez gets you, I bet.
Indeed, indeed.
And that's
Um,
speaking of right at the moment that's the door ajar. I imagine Fields just kind of lets himself in, hearing the conversation.
oh, Senor Fields, it's so good to see you.
Yes, hello. Would you like
Yes.
coffee or tea, Mr. Fields? As your human beverage.
I am fine, but thank you for the offer. I understand a man was bothering you and the child, yes?
Oh,
Yes, the. I don't remember his name. The one with 2 fingers. Batman. Bad.
uh,
Bad. Yes, it's okay, honey.
is
Calm down,
everything
her husband says, petting her shoulders and like, you know, you just go lie down or sit down in the back. And he turns to you. Yeah, that whole mess. I assume Randy or maybe Gunn told you about it.
His cousin told
Long
me
was very
about it.
reasonable about the whole matter.
I'm sure he was. In future, can we avoid maiming the men?
I mean, I don't have,
Mean.
control over Normie. Look, maybe it was a bit much, but you can't fault a mother for being protective. And, well, between you and me, he gestures you away from Elena. You know how women can be for a week out of the month. That man picked the wrong day to annoy my love. I'll admit that. But hey,
Eh,
she was reacting. She was trying to get away from that man. She was smaller than him.
I
There,
must ask, what happened?
Oh, some man came up. He was, according to her, I didn't hear the conversation. I didn't come out until I heard the screaming, but he was asking her where the hell she was from and getting pissy that she wasn't telling him her whole life story. And then she commented on her appearance in an unflattering way and said the baby looked weird too. And then she started to say, leave it alone. You can't look at my baby. And he reached forward to poke it, and she,
Is that I- I- hmm. I understand the
I mean, you never know. He could have had, honey on his fingers or some noxious thing. It could have killed the baby, even with the poke, if he was really trying to. She's just being protective.
No, I understand. As a mother, I completely understand that you must protect your children. The response feels a little excessive, in regards to, um, the action, but I
It
understand the
worked.
reasoning. It did. Um, I
it
do not believe
did, and
this
that
is the.
man pulled up hundreds of dollars a day working in the mine.
Oh, yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's not because he's special. You can have any laborer here.
I don't believe that this is the time or place to be addressing this particular matter, but I believe we should discuss it at some point. Um, don't you agree, Senor Fields?
Well, I can tell that maybe you're a little annoyed by this situation. And I'll tell you, I used to be when I was working, back at the ranch. I always just made sure I was around the house for the weeks off when she was, especially sensitive.
You still
I
have your
just kept an
home in
eye on her,
Sonoma,
spent pretty much
yes?
all our waking hours together. And honestly, between you and me again, Fields, that's the week where she's extra affectionate too. So maybe I'll just go back to the city whenever that happens.
That would be for the best. There will not be another such incident. I am fine with her protecting herself and the child. But please
Yeah, and for what
avoid
it's worth, I am sorry
permanent
about the guy. I know
damage.
he probably didn't mean to do anything too bad, and he got slapped worse for it than most men would, but, he brought it on himself.
That is why I am not penalizing you for this. Now, in about a week's time, I plan to be closing the mine for a few days.
Oh,
I'm
why?
going to try and get some men up here to lay foundation. I think a paid holiday is worth it for the men. They've been working hard and making quite a lot of money.
Well, that's something. I mean, I'm happy to have a few days off, go back down into Sonoma.
It'll
Maybe
probably be
go to a
two,
nice
3
restaurant or
days with the
something.
mine empty, and then we'll have some men up here to lay foundations. We need
Yeah,
a
I might be laying
proper
some
road coming
foundations
up
myself
here.
back down in Sonoma. Between that bonus and what we've made so far, we might be able to build that add-on down there. And again, if all the builders are up here, maybe we could build a property just closer to the mine. I need to talk about this with the missus.
I would like to build out a proper doctor's shop within the wall and some more houses outside. Laying down a road for them to be on would be good, though.
Oh, yeah, surely. I mean, progress marches onward, right? Humans are just spreading out everywhere these days.
Yes. And if the men can stay up here, maybe Yolanda could have another bar up here.
I'm sure that'll put the money for your week's pay right back in your pocket. You open up a bar right by the mine.
Almost certainly. But they'll be happy.
I hear this or no?
Probably
If there's
not.
nothing
I
else,
think
I
you
would like
went
to go.
down into the mine.
No, I didn't. Went down. I stayed to the side.
Is there something you want to do in the courtyard while this little back and forth is happening?
Uh, maybe. Hmm. Oh, there's not much I can do in here. I'm just gonna keep a lookout.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with just fast forwarding a half an hour. You got all the time in the world, both in game and out. But yeah, unless there's anything else you want, he does say. I mean, we're trying to. If we could wrap this up, though, that would be great. You know, we're trying to put Junior to bed right after target practice ends, so.
Of course.
And
Well.
you all rejoin in the courtyard. Politely pushed out of the barber's home. Heading back down into the mine proper now, or do you feel the need to do that, Yolanda?
Yeah, Yolanda will go into the mine and go to the library to continue continue learning how to read. And
I'd
also,
like to
and maybe also practice writing as well.
Sure, it comes with the same dot in academics, which you can buy whenever you want at this point. You've studied long enough to know basic literacy. But in any case, G, Helena, anything you're doing with your night?
I need to stash that necklace at the entrance to the mine while most of the people are resting.
And you do so, and it's probably worth noting. Well, then again, never mind. Yeah, you put it on the mouth of the mine.
And I do want it covered, like either like sticking
Like
up
hidden
like just
behind
a
a
little
rock or
bit.
something.
Yeah. I don't want someone to be like, "Ooh, shiny," and put it in their pocket.
Easy enough to do. Well, for shits and giggles, why don't you give me a stealth, subterfuge, stealth intelligence, something like that?
I'll go intelligence.
Not the hardest thing in the world, but putting it somewhere where you're confident nobody of the dozens who come in and out every day will notice it, that does take some work.
It'll just be a straight intelligence roll, but that's not bad.
A subterfuge or stealth or anything?
Well, subterfuge is another stat, isn't it?
I think so, but you could use either. I'd give it to you.
I don't really have anything of those. I picked survival for mine. Unless I could use awareness, like... no, that doesn't make sense.
No, I think.
I'll spend a willpower and reroll 2 of those.
You only need one more success, so let's see.
2 successes.
And with that, you find a rock that's loose but heavy enough that it's like easy, more of a pain in the ass to move than anyone's going to. And also, once you pull it off, there's more than enough space to just set the amulet down and put heavy rock back.
Perfect.
Basically, unless someone knows what they're looking for or that they're looking for something, they'll never find it. You're confident. And Lena, you have anything you want to do up at the mine? It's probably close to 11 to midnight about now.
Well, this is the tough part. Elena's gonna take stock of the supplies that we currently have for the medical tent, barber shop, whatever you want to call it. And then
inventory.
yeah, and then while I was at the hospital, did I have, or while they were at Elysium, did we happen to see if there were any blood storage facilities, or was it basically just here's
all Isaiah could tell you is he saw a bar with several different flavors of blood and several dozen bottles, and it was poured in glasses and such.
Was it like body temperature, room temperature, cold?
All 3 at Elysium.
I see. Okay. Because I'm not trying to metagame, but how if there is any way for us to discover refrigeration of things, but I don't know if science has come that far in that respect yet.
Probably not, but I don't think vampires, if we're as long as we're speaking meta-wise, need the blood to be refrigerated.
Oh, they don't. I mean, I'd assume they needed to not be rotten.
Oh yeah, I probably wouldn't keep as long without a fridge.
Yeah.
There's also the active Tremere magic.
Oh,
So-
like magic on the blood itself.
More likely on the containers holding them.
Oh, I see.
I wouldn't put it
see.
past some bored 1,000-year-old prince to invent a mug of ever chill drink or something.
Well, if
A
we can find a
bottle
way
that
to like,
keeps blood fresh for like a month or something.
That too.
yeah,
There's
that's kind of
all
what I'm
sorts of shit that
thinking.
magic can do.
Yeah, because if we can find a way to do that, that would be kind of cool. But yeah,
So I know
I want to be able
meta-wise,
to.
there's a blood magic that makes Vitae from Kindred last longer, like for bonding someone.
Oh, like last longer in a container.
Yes, because usually you can't bond someone with Vitae if it's not drunk within like an hour of being spilt or something.
Oh, I see. I see. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Well, Elena's gonna take stock of the current supplies and then see if there's anything that needs to be ordered or procured. She's also going to set up a um what is it called? Start setting up a set of procedures and whatnot to sort of
Basically
mimic what.
making a note list of the shit she's learned to share with the barber, if I'm getting you.
Yeah. And then like also start drafting plans for like how we would draw and perhaps store blood.
Okay, give me
Or just
intelligence
drawing
medicine
it.
roll.
Intelligence medicine, sure thing.
Holy shit.
Sheesh. That's
That's
the
pretty
most
good.
You're not going to invent the fridge, but you are marginally confident now that there is a simple method of storing blood or bodies involving a well-sealed barrel or metal box, burying it a little bit underground, or just generally separating it from air and also any moisture. It'll make it last a lot longer, like upwards of a few weeks.
Okay.
And you also get a very, very impressive little cheat sheet, whatever, to show the barber that you're confident he'll appreciate.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. All right. So documents made. Yeah, she's probably gonna spend the better part of the evening putting all that together.
Ready. And Isaiah, Yolanda, anything else you want to do with the rest of your night?
At the moment.
Two things for Isaiah that are kind of like large scale actions. One, he's going to be studying his ceremony, but two, he's going to draw up basically a very crude city plan sketch. Basically, like I want roads going this way, and a few foundations set up here, here, and here on the outside of the walls. As well as asking Elena at some point of if she could draw up a basic doctor office like floor plan that he could give to someone.
Yeah.
So you're
I
working
that was,
partially into a lab with Elena, building up plans and blueprints and such for further development.
As the plan is going to be tomorrow to go back into town and have Maria start working on hiring people to do that about 2 days after our confrontation, as the excuse for why the mine is going to be closed for a bit.
And with that, we can jump to tomorrow, March 30th, 7 p.m., as you rouse for another night.
I'm good.
okay. Not too bad though.
Too bad. Oh, you are probably topside, I imagine, at the mine. Sun's gone, and you are finally able to walk outside again without instantly dying.
I'll be
Yeah,
escorting
wonderful.
the silver down tonight and speaking with Maria. Is there anything either of you need, or do you wish to come with?
I'll come with, because I do need to check on my business.
I shall also come with. If I would like to see if we can perhaps talk to any craftsmen in the city regarding the plans that we were speaking of, Senior Fields.
You'll have a hard time getting a hold of anyone. But we could set Maria to that work too. Just
Okay.
glass bottles and well-made barrels.
See.
Those could likely just be ordered in.
Fair enough. Yeah, if we want to um uh have Maria work on that, and then I will also be checking on my children.
My understanding is once I learn this ritual, I will need quite a bit of blood to use it effectively.
That is another thing. I believe these ritual, like your magics and perhaps mine as well, could use large amounts of blood.
This one in particular would allow me to turn small animals or body parts into servants, for lack of a better word. They could perform rudimentary tasks and provide me with an image of what they can see.
I see.
If I could put a few of these hidden throughout the mine, I could see what is happening at a given moment.
That would be handy, although I'm not sure how people would feel about a body part just sitting in the mine.
It would have to be some way disguised.
I'm sure we can figure something out. But first we need the blood. That's going to be a challenge in and of itself. But I think
Do you
we
think you could
can.
convince the barber that a once a month blood check where they take a sample is medically necessary?
That is something that I'm thinking. I know that the metagame, medical knowledge in this time did did say that bloodletting is, good for like helping cure diseases.
I think
Um,
bloodletting was more of a Middle Ages thing, but probably still practiced to some extent, just depending on region and culture.
oh no, no. Well, so what they used it. I mean, it got more scientific, but like bloodletting was a thing up until like the early 1900s. Like basically, they just like hey, like this particular thing, we think you just have too much blood, or we think that like this particular disease could be like fixed by this.
Right.
Um,
The idea of
yeah,
letting the bad blood out and letting the better blood regenerate. Funnily enough,
yeah.
that does work with microplastics. One of the only ways to get it out of your blood is to regularly donate.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, no, yeah. They're also there's a
donate
whole thing that
plasma.
they're doing with it. Yes.
Please sell
I'm
your
But
actually
plasma. You can get
looking
a good
at.
$20 for it in some places. Jeez.
I looked into it. I can make like $800 a month doing it. So me and like two coworkers are
Oh yeah, but
thinking of
that's not
setting
just
up a
donating blood. That's
carpool.
doing like the fucking plasma stuff that makes you feel like absolute shit.
I'm aware. We're thinking of setting up a carpool to do it.
I mean, still, that is a lot of money to do. Might be worth
yeah.
feeling like shit for a couple days.
Well, I mean, you just eat a
But
big meal and take it easy, but yeah, either which
that's
way.
neither here. But yeah, I
Yeah,
think you're right. After just a little bit of Googling, bloodletting didn't try out until much later than I thought.
I would say they
So
still
yeah,
yeah.
my
use
barber probably
leeches
knows how
today.
to.
It's crazy, but I think that with that being said, Elena might be able to sell everybody like, "Oh, you're not feeling well? We have a new procedure. It doesn't involve leeches." So
I mean, at the very least, medical science is at least good enough, or rather, your barber is good enough that he can cut someone, drain a little bit of blood from them, and then take care of the injury. At least
yeah,
99+% of the time.
and then that's to keep it clean and medically safe, right? Because I just came back from a major hospital, so obviously I know better. Yeah, I will get those procedures and everything drafted up. Try to talk to Maria about getting those containers ordered, as well as other equipment to like help draw and contain blood.
You know what's funny is I think this is the closest you've ever come to dying. Just this idea right here. And Wrath using the cart just behind you. Shorty form this time.
God damn it, Rathu.
No,
I'm gonna
I
step
mean,
away for just a
obviously, I
second. I
can't
just realized
say too
I'll
much
be
for
right back.
free.
Do you have can't for once can you just approach us?
Let me
This is fun.
guess. Someone in the Camarilla has this lockdown as their primary method for procuring funds.
Oh, shut up, shut up. You're so far off, it's not even funny, but I'm not gonna tell you that for sure. No, think again. Arbor. Asking him to store blood in any capacity. How do you think that might blow up on you?
If he learned what we were doing with it.
Criminy crackers, you three are all so goddamn stupid.
Hey,
Oh well.
no,
I want
hey.
to bite if I'm gonna tell you all how to not die.
Hey, I'm not stupid. I've been very careful.
Hey, yeah, you're careful. Yeah, no, this is more to these two. Talk. Rathu's getting bored. Who wants to know? Fine, fuck you too then. And he hops out.
You know, Rathu, if you ever need a room, it's always open.
Perhaps I should talk to Conehead about this idea before going to bargain with Rathu.
All right.
He should be somewhere in Sonoma still. Out of game, did he ever tell us, like, a way to find him?
I believe he said something akin to, I know where you live, and then walked off.
Alright. Let's go speak with Maria first. I'd rather disturb her as early in the night as possible.
And even as early as possible is a little past midnight at this case, but you go straight to Isaiah's store then?
Yeah, apparently so.
And funnily enough, you see the man of discussion right there when you open it. Conehead sitting directly across from Yosef, who are both playing some kind of cards. Looks like maybe Go Fish at your table.
Oh, hey, Conehead.
Oh, look who's back.
How'd you been?
Well enough. Not quite as easy to hunt up here.
You're not enjoying the small town charm.
Smells a lot better. But you know, I don't have to smell very often.
Well, either way, this is our small life, but don't get used to it, because new surprises might always happen.
I know that better than you, Rose.
Now, we've had an idea that we'd like to run by you.
Well, still waiting on Seldu. Might as well. And actually, at that moment, the door opens, but it is not Saldu, it is Maria, who is coming down the stairs in her, has like lilac, dark red, purplish, whatever, her fancy new night robe. And as she dips her head, she says something like, Isaiah, did I hear? What the God?
I
And
activate
she trips and she starts to fall down her stairs.
I am running to try and catch her or do anything.
Same here. Maria's gonna
You
go.
get to the other side and you're there as she hits the ground. She's not badly hurt. She's just a little scuffled, but she is breathing and freaking out and staring at Conehead, who is apparently a surprise to her.
I activate all. Activate all. I do.
But in any case,
I do activate
yeah.
all.
You can use all to roll your persuasion something if you want, either of you, or one of you with +1 for the assistance.
Yeah, I'll assist.
So charisma and persuasion?
Or if you don't have something better.
No, I'll do charisma and persuasion. So get extra dice. Look at me. He's not there. That's
What?
not.
That's. Oh.
He's
And
not.
she is firmly looking at you, not Conehead, and you have her attention. And she is calm, and she is not screaming anymore.
This is Isaiah's Maria, or
Yes.
Isaiah's Maria, correct. They're at Isaiah's shop.
Look into my eyes. You're okay. That there's no one there. And she gives she briefly gives Conehead a look of You might want to go somewhere as she's distracting her.
And he definitely sees it.
Now look at me. Does he go?
Let's get
No.
you upstairs to rest. I have some work for you in the morning, but it will wait until then.
Yeah,
So
come
you
with
just
me.
guide her upstairs away from him.
Yeah, Maria, Yolanda will go. Will guide her because she has all
Sure, you
activated.
go along. You say anything there once you get her upstairs and into a slightly safer environment?
Yeah. Yolanda's gonna say it's okay. What you saw was nothing. He was just
That man was in an accident. He's a friend from San Francisco who doesn't like to go out during the day.
yeah.
Thing isn't even shaped like a person, Isaiah.
She gives.
Where's his brain? Where's the brain on that body? The top of his head is like the size of a freaking noodle.
when Isaiah said that Maria wanted to stomp on his foot to not make that worse because she was trying to basically say that person there was a figment of their imagination. They
You
weren't
couldn't
there.
have fucking warned me that you were bringing someone that looked like that by the shop, Isaiah? Really? Oh, God. Oh.
I was hoping you wouldn't see him because he is grotesque. He's going to help us with the man that is extorting us. Pretend you never saw him, please.
Yeah, no, I can do that with like a lot of booze. Speaking of, and she opens one of her cabinets, a new cabinet, as it turns out, and pulls out one of 4 different bottles.
And he's just
what
gonna sit on the bed next to her and just have his hand on her shoulder trying to comfort her.
are you
And
drinking?
after looks to be some kind of brandy, she doesn't answer you until a good 4 chugs. I don't know, something called Maker's Mark.
Are you gonna be okay? But where she'll deactivate it all and say, "Don't worry, we're all here for you. This is just going to get some time to get used to." Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. That was holy fucking shit balls. I gotta go back to bed.
Here, I'm going to put these papers on your desk. Those contractors that helped with the wall will be bringing them back up.
And she gives you a little nod, but you're not confident she heard the words, but you are confident she'll see the letter when she checks her desk the next morning.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go down to see Conehead.
You want the door shut or open?
Shut the door.
It's already asleep.
Yolanda will shut the door.
She just drank like 6 or 7 servings of alcohol.
Oh my god.
Yolanda will
Nice.
shut the door.
She takes after her mother.
All right. And downstairs, Conehead and is still playing cards with Joseph casually.
I'm trying to keep her out of all of this, Conehead. Please keep that in mind.
Hey, now. You owe me, remember?
I'm aware. But please.
Please?
Please try to avoid scaring her at least. I've known her a long time.
How about, please, you tell her not to freak the fuck out at the sight of me? Hmm?
Well, Conehead, with respect, this was the first time she saw you. Because, come on.
My fault. There wasn't a warning.
I should have thought of that. I apologize.
Give me a persuasion charisma or some sort of roll at that.
Okay, you do etiquette charisma?
That'll work. And with that, he cracks a grin. He laughs a little. Oh, keep in mind, I'll be polite. It's all good. And he seems genuinely unbothered. But, Saldu, still waiting on him. Old man kind of wanders a bit.
I see. Now, Elena and I had an idea for storing blood, and we wanted to get your opinion on it.
Something better than storing it in a person. That's what I do.
Bottling it or barreling it to collect a large quantity. We were thinking of having the workers at the mine get their blood checked once a month or bloodlet. Free medical service.
Storing it, drinking it, but telling them you're tossing it.
Yes.
Could work. I mean, bloodlettings and old medicine been around centuries. It's a
Has
pretty dead
anyone
giveaway, though, if anyone notices.
have people done something like this before? People like us.
Not
Sick.
people like me.
You know what
I'm
I
sure
mean.
there's one or two, or many, probably. Doctors' offices and such. Kindred move in for easy blood.
So the main risk then is us being exposed if it comes out that we're collecting too much.
And we have our enemies. You've met Garu.
We have.
And hunters and even worse things, if you can believe it.
Worse than Garo, hunters, and demons.
Well, can't say too much about demons. Rathew's my first too. Apparently you've known him longer.
Yes. Our creation was part of their plan to bind a demon to that mine, to their will.
Hmm.
We were
Well,
supposed to be sacrificed to it.
Not a lot surprises someone as old as me, I like to think. But Rathew's a fucking surprise. It's got my curiosity.
Just know he gets stronger the more he feeds.
I know.
All right. Well, then I plan to have the mine cleared out for an expansion project, which will be the perfect opportunity for us to go with our plan.
Just remember, sooner is better. I'm sure Ghosty Spy 1, 2, or 3, or all of them, noticed your new necklace.
Almost certainly. He'll likely show up for that sooner than later.
Right.
If a no...
I'm ready to go soon as Saldu's here.
Speed the plans along. We could be ready the next evening, not this.
Day will probably be okay. I'm sure my master will be back here before, at least before 3 or 4 a.m. He said he'd be here before night's end.
If I head back up now and tell them that I had to push the plans ahead, I could have the mine cleared out of men tomorrow for a paid week's vacation.
Money's nice.
Be careful around the Chinese. The old one has true faith.
don't say. But, easier targets anyway. Got too many of those damn crossbows. Bane of my fucking last century, I'll tell you.
I want to avoid conflict with the clan if possible. They sell most of our silver and process it.
Yeah, making war on more than we need to when we're already making war on Giovanni. Probably a bad idea.
We didn't, for the record, we didn't start this war.
Doesn't matter now, does it, Rose?
It doesn't. I'm just pointing it out to you that we didn't start this war, but we're gonna end it.
One can hope.
If this war's hell, then let's give them hell.
I've seen more than enough war. Personal combat is... You know, I told y'all on the ride. Information gathering. I'm sure it's not too surprising that my skill set's used for other things too. I've killed... I don't even know how many people. Because I was ordered. Listen to me, rambling old man.
I'm sure you're not old.
A lot older than you, Rose. There's Fields. Just want to say, there's a reason why I really don't care for the Camarilla.
I'm guessing it has to do with how many people you've been sent to kill, or one in particular at least.
It's the volume, not the individual.
I'm just trying to survive. That's all.
That's all any of us are trying to do. At least, I'm sure that's what everyone tells themselves. It's messy society these kindred brought me into.
How are you in Bray? Wait, never mind. I think I asked
It is
you
a
this.
privilege and an honor to be part of the true order of creation and to be touched by the Dark Lord's power. If you'll forgive my saying so.
But it is quite the adjustment for us who were not so inducted beforehand.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we never asked you what family are you from?
I have not yet been given the true gift, just a taste of its power.
Oh.
If you're asking about my master, he's not, he doesn't have a clan the way you guys do. He's way older than that.
So he's like Isaiah.
What? No, he's like... Isaiah, you're like fucking my age practically. He's like over 1,000 years old or something. And that's the first time you heard that, Elena.
Over.
Oh, I didn't realize I was here.
I mean, you rode with him. It's up to you.
And this is the Satanist guy, right?
This is his school. Isaiah could have told you. A dark-skinned teenager of maybe 15 or 14 years old.
Oh. I see. I will make personal notes. What is he? Do I get the sense that he's like looking at me in any kind of funny way?
Are you wearing your crucifix?
Oh, always.
Then yes, he's definitely giving you the stink eye at least once or twice in this general conversation, but he's not addressing you.
I see. That's fine. Punk ass kid.
He's in that rebellious phase.
But in any case, is there anything that y'all do with the next few hours? Conehead excuses himself and says he'll be close.
I'm gonna go check on I'm gonna go check on my business to see if I got any mail or anything new happens. Oh,
Not since yesterday. Smoking Fox is always very happy to see you. Offers to get you just about anything. Talks to you about whatever little details you want to hear. But the bottom line is business is going. Is
any
booming,
mail?
in fact. No,
Any
no
mail?
mail.
Or what about the any news on the special guest?
Still here. Still nothing.
All right. Still keep an eye on him.
I think I'd like to go back to that graveyard for a little bit. I want to see if I can. Or oh wait, I don't think I have the thing where I can see how thin or thick the shroud is.
Yeah, you want to roll your dark side or whatever, to, or is that a? Does that require a rouse roll at all?
I think you're
Well,
thinking
I
of where
want
the
to.
shroud thins. If you
Yeah.
ask Isaiah, he could help with that before going back to the mine.
Yeah. Actually, if we could find, if you and I could find spots in town that would, like where the shroud is the thinnest. 'Cause I don't have that
Oh,
as an ability, but I have it as like a prereq for, um, what is it called?
well, we know the
Rituals.
area around the mine is a bit thinner.
Okay.
But if you want, I can
Well,
check the graveyard too.
yeah. So like, just like the graveyard, or just like if we could check like any spots necessarily in town, but the graveyard, I'd assume it'd be the closest.
It'll probably be at least a notch higher or thinner than the right default shroud if you go to a graveyard.
Okay.
That said, the
Uh,
default isn't super high here. This wasn't a super populated region, so sheer volume of deaths in the region isn't that many. And I believe that's the general rule for how the shroud works.
oh, so it's like volume of death. Okay.
Also, rituals and like dark history of dark magic and shit, but that doesn't really apply here, for all you know.
I see. Oh, okay. I see. I see. Well, yeah. If we could just do like a quick, I don't know, spend maybe an hour at most, just kind of walking around and just making those sites. Because I think that if you're for your rituals and my rituals, it would be good to have.
Well, everyone I do is a rouse check, so I can't do it for free.
Oh, to see where the shroud thins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you roll intelligence plus oblivion.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, let's go pick the obvious sites then, like the graveyard and whatnot. I just want to make sure that if we do want to use or summon things from beyond, that we have the right spots to do so.
I will do one
Alright,
of these
sure.
for free, but going forward, you will have to provide me with a meal.
That's fine. This is literally just the once. I just want to make sure that at least in town we have a spot that we can perform these.
So yeah, here, just roll your ability, and if you pass it, then I'll have you roll investigation plus something, maybe resolve or maybe this.
So, I don't think you gave me a roll, but let me double check real quick. Sorry. Where the shroud fins, intelligence oblivion, so that is 7 dice. So I click. How do I make it roll that power? Sorry.
Yeah, you can just roll manually if it's a pain in the butt.
All right, I'll roll 5 and then I'll roll 2 for the hunger so they're properly separated. Oh, that's not right.
Off by a letter.
So that
All right, with 4
is
successes, you definitely pass your oblivion ceremony, and yeah, you can roll investigation intelligence or investigation resolve with a bonus die since there's 2 of you doing it.
what is your investigation?
Relatively low. In fact, nothing.
All right, then I will roll it.
And I will help.
3 successes.
All right, and with 3 successes, you find that The obvious answer seems to be right. There's a couple graveyards. The oldest two graveyards in town seem to have a significantly lower density or thinner shroud than the rest of the region.
Okay. Is there one in particular that's more or less dense, or they just seem about the same?
Now, the Protestant one and the default other one, which is just for anyone, are both about the same size.
Okay. Got it. In that case, yeah, I would spend much of my evening in the non-Protestant one.
And it's a bit of a hodgepodge. It's near the outer ring of the city. It's large, it's not fenced in, but a small field of markers and various different rudimentary graves, whatever you want to call them, do litter the landscape. And you can
Is
feel
there
Oblivion ceremonies would be a little easier here.
cool? Is there any particular spot in this area that like if I wanted to perform a ceremony, I'd be able to hide away in, like a mausoleum, or like a
With a 3
big.
in the investigation check, not really. It's pretty flat land, and like I said, near the outer ring. Like, if it's dark and you don't have a light, they probably wouldn't notice you until they came pretty close.
Okay.
But there's no good hiding spot or anything.
Okay, and then do I notice any, like a groundskeeper or like anybody that would be monitoring the area?
Not at this time of night.
Okay. Okay. I'd assume that'd probably take a good chunk as I would walk around and kind of look through and try to find things. So,
You're definitely in the
um,
early AMs by the time that's done, you and Isaiah. And Yolanda, were you up to
oh,
anything in that time?
I only meant it for it to be me. If he like, does the shroud thing, does he have to physically be there at that spot, or can he
I guess
just
that's
be in?
fair. He can also go do his other shit. That's fine.
Yeah, because
I would have
I
come
just want to
around
know
with you,
that.
used the ability, and then left.
Okay, yeah. And then I would just go around the whole graveyard, like checking it out. Because if this is definitely on the outskirts, then this would probably be the space that we'd want to do it out here. But I would just try to do a survey of the whole graveyard and whatever, and then that would be my most of my evening.
Right. And Yolanda?
Not that I could think of. You'll seeing
Checking on
that.
your businesses, looking busy, that kind of shit.
Yeah, and also, maybe, are there any other towns worth investing? Sorry, any other businesses worth investing here? Because if not, they'll probably do that tomorrow.
I mean, no one you could meet with about it, but you could definitely talk to Smoking Fox, and she'll say, "We have the cash and a steady cash flow at this point, especially with the cat house. We could buy plenty of, smaller hotels or other restaurants on this block."
All right, I'll work on that tomorrow.
All right. And Isaiah, you said you were going to get back to the mine and try to push the holiday on quicker.
Yeah.
Well, not the hardest sell in the world, but telling people to get the fuck out will take a leadership role of some sort, I'd imagine, on such short notice.
It's, hey, I got a good deal with this contracting company. You're going to be paid while they're doing work, making it so it'll be nicer up here long term. Leadership, charisma. Wait, can I rouse for this?
Yeah,
That gives how many bonus dice? I'm sorry.
1 for you.
Worth it. 4 successes.
And with 4, the majority of the crowd just cheer and they're happy and they're just gonna stroll off. And only a couple lag behind saying, like, "We're just gonna leave this place unguarded except for the construction crew?" I mean, when are they gonna get here?
They'll be up here in 2, maybe 3 days. It'll be fine, I promise. I have plans.
Okay, as long as you got the security or whatever covered. And if nothing more is said, they shuffle off, and Long Kang looks disapprovingly at you, but says nothing in some fancy dramatic moment. But indeed, they make plans to clear out the next morning.
I am going to then return to the library deep in the mine and just keep piddling away at the tome with the time I have remaining.
Fair enough. And it's 31 days in March, right? Yes, it is March 31st, then 7 p.m. when you roused me to new night.
Oh, it's bad.
Another rouse check, DM? DM? You want another rouse check or
Yes.
no? All right.
Yes.
Yolanda's gonna go hunt. Hunting roll, DM? Or not yet?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you'll probably have at least a couple hours before anyone comes back down from the mine.
I'm gonna see if I can't try to find like if we're out of the mines, I'm gonna try to find like an animal or something in the area.
All right, six successes.
Yes,
I'll
you have
join
absolutely
you
no
on a
trouble. In fact, it
hunting
takes just a
chance.
few minutes. But go ahead, Isaiah.
Oh, I'll join Elena for actual hunting.
Alrighty. That's, I believe, we decided survival intelligence. At least was your best option. I don't know about Elena's.
And for the
I
rest,
will. I mean, if we're hunting together, I will help you do such, because I have nothing in those.
real quick thing, I do make sure like the wound close.
Of
No
course.
trace. No traces.
3 successes.
You find another small mountain goat, ibex sort of thing. And it'll slake one hunger if you drink it.
The taste has not improved.
No, it is not.
Oh, then they should be coming up, I believe, shortly. The ghost should still be around the mine, I believe. Even if she can't go in.
And are you meeting back up at Isaiah's shop, or did you have other plans? Were you just waiting for Saldu, or?
I think we're waiting for them up at the mine.
Right. Was discussed, that's fine. But in any case, it didn't take too long for you two to go feed. Yolanda, are you heading straight back up, or did you have any other plans in the city? Or were you going to trust them to handle this little mess yourself? Or themselves?
I'll go with them because this could get rough. But I do make sure to have my one-hand sawed-off shotgun as well as both my Colts on my hips. Because don't want them to mess alone.
And if you will have them, Joseph does travel up with you in that case. You head up towards the mine then?
I have no issue with it. Joseph coming.
That's fine.
Well, in any case, you're all assembled there then. By 11 p.m. or so, waiting topside, you'd say?
Mm-hmm.
Right. You do see the familiar man with a large, mangy, fluffy brown hair covering his entire face. This weird foreign European, but hard to place ethnicity to him. First time you're seeing him, Elena, as well as a black robe with a pentagram on it. And he seems to be walking at a fairly slow pace with a cane in one hand that's new to all the rest of you.
A new cane.
Oh, good. You're still here. Open the gate then. Our little friend is with me.
All right.
Where the hell's the fucking, you can see it, I can't.
I'll nod towards the ghost. Question. Does firearms apply to cannons?
I think it's the closest skill, so yeah, it probably would in this era.
I'm gonna look at Yolanda and nod her up towards the tower. Or emplacement.
All right, I'll head up to the tower.
And Elena, are you just going to hide downstairs, or do you have any specific plan as you're approaching the gates, or as your backup is approaching the gate?
Well, what I was gonna do was if the shroud is pretty thin near the mines, I was going to attempt to summon a spirit if possible.
Yeah, you have prep time. You definitely could.
Yeah.
I
Summon
mean,
and
I
compel
don't say that
spirit.
the shroud is thin near the mine, but you could definitely attempt the ceremony in any case.
Okay.
I mean, all I can say for sure is there was a powerful evil ritual that happened very near this site, and also there's a ghost walking around, so, do with that information what you will with your assumptions.
This was like months ago, but the first time I used where the shroud thin was at the mine.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Mm.
I think, okay, I'll just tell you then if you don't remember. It was at a 4 or a 3, whatever was the lower end of that. You found out it was a little bit torn, basically.
It was one tick below average.
Right. Yeah, it
Um.
means you only need to roll 3 successes to cast a ritual, unless I remember your power wrong.
Okay. So
I mean, you're in the fucking wilderness. It's not that hard to find a feather, especially when you were out hunting
Oh no,
earlier.
a fetter, like an object of the person.
Didn't you
Damn
take
it.
that little cloth, whatever, from the graveyard for that?
I did, and I put it back, but I guess I could get it.
Oh, I thought you grabbed something else after at one point, but if you want to retroactively say you grabbed something, you did visit the graveyard in the last day.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I will. If I could find that little doll, then yeah. Um. Then yeah. I will attempt to summon spirit. Let's see. Is the ceremony power? Oh, crap baskets.
I think it's resolved plus your dots in Oblivion. If you want to just
Okay,
roll
so
manually.
got it. Yeah. Or maybe I can just resolve +3. That's 3 dots in Oblivion. Yeah. Okay.
Oof, not a lucky roll though.
No, it was not. And then how many do I gotta do?
You needed 3 successes. So if you want a willpower
Oh.
reroll, you could try that, or you could just accept the.
I will definitely try a willpower reroll. What, 4 or 5 that I can
2
reroll?
dice.
4, 2. Okay, 2.
That barely does it. And as you run through the ritual, you see the. I'm just wing this. Small, 4, maybe. No, probably 3.5 feet tall young girl with a simple dress and a simple braid down either of her hairs. Slightly tan in color and slightly still in an unnatural way. But her eyes and expression do carry a focused look. She is clearly looking at you.
I say hello. I can. Does she seem like she's able to hear me and understand me?
When you say hello, she nods and says, hello?
Hi. Uh, my name is Elena. And what is your name?
Elena. My name. It's Abigail.
Abigail. Abigail, this is yours, right? And then I hold up the doll.
My mother made it for me. My 4th birthday.
I see. Um. Well, I was hoping that perhaps um you could help me and I could maybe help you. I found this out just left in a out in the open where your grave was, and I wanted to make sure it stayed safe. And I think that if you're able to play with it, maybe one again, that would be nice. But right now, I have a situation where my friend's, uh, let's call it his home, is not safe, and I was hoping you could maybe help keep it safe. Keep an eye out. Do you think you can do that for me?
If you keep my bunny safe,
Of course.
it was, I don't know, it wasn't safe in the graveyard. It's falling apart already.
I see. I can help put him back together. Would you like that?
I don't think you should touch it as much as you
Okay.
can.
Okay. I will put him in a safe space and keep him out of reach from anybody.
And
And
I have to keep a lookout for you to do that.
yes. Just if you see anyone that lingers about that is not uh and I kind of I don't know how to explain this in a meta knowledge thing. Um basically uh point out these people, like anyone who's not these people, when you see me, let me know.
Yeah, I can fly around and keep a lookout, I guess. I can't go very far from the tether, though. From my bunny.
um how far can she go?
I mean, farther is worse, but I can. The farthest I ever went was about 100 steps, I think.
100 steps, okay.
But I can fly now, so, that's different.
Sorry, I want to read this thing. So this is just an agreement for right now, right? This is
Yes, you're going to roll a persuaded something roll to, because it is not bound to obey you until you do a separate ritual, from what I understand.
yeah,
For
I
now, you're
have
just
that
trying to
ritual.
convince her to help you, and you have offered her
Yeah.
something, so go ahead.
Okay.
And I
Cool.
can say you can use your innocence bonus or whatever for that ability was called.
Okay. Oh yeah, ingenue. Okay, so persuasion. Persuasion what? Sorry. Oh, persuasion
Charisma or
charisma.
manipulate, whatever.
Charisma, mit +2. Big money, no whammies.
3 successes. And she doesn't seem entirely on board. She's a little confused still. She's still a little weary of you holding her toy, but she does say, okay, I suppose. And she does fly off.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Well, that's done. That's I basically take the bunny, and if I can find like a very sturdy box to lock it in.
Easy enough to
and-
do in the makeshift castle wall you have. You find this block box or some
Okay.
caveat.
Okay. Yeah.
Now you have your own spectral guard dog or watchdog. The backup continues to approach. You open the gate to let them in, I presume.
Yes.
And as you are all joined in the courtyard, Conehead invisible and out of sight, the ghost just on the edge of that 30-meter bubble, but they've clearly noticed that they're laying their hands on, staring at you. What do y'all do?
I sit and wait.
You're still waiting in your room. Yolanda, Isaiah. Any of you make the first move as Saldu just kind of stands there looking impatient?
I'm gonna walk up to the ghost. Let the Giovanni know we need to speak.
I'm not going near but I am going to be on high, but I am going to be ready just in case.
So she's waiting in position. Elena's waiting, sort of hiding. And
Waiting.
you say this to the ghost. Go ahead.
Any trouble? I'm firing the cannons.
And as if waiting for his cue, as soon as you say that to the spirits and step out from the bubble, or perhaps one or the other, or perhaps both, he is there, standing in the corner, looking none too pleased as he looks at you. And as he said, the moment the Giovanni with his waxy black hair appears, he's struck. A hulking hand appears from nowhere on the back of his head, sends him flying face first into the dirt, faster than he can cry out. His hands brace as if to resist, to push himself off, but you all have an action before that.
I would like to use my Eyes of the Serpent to stop him from being able to resist.
He is face
So-
down in the dirt, but you can try, I suppose.
Like, if he gets up, I should say then, like,
You hold your action to do that.
yeah.
All right, Yolanda, you just keeping your gun trained on him then?
I like to hold. You want me to fire? Because she'll fire.
You hold and wait for your cue.
Yeah.
And Saldu
wait.
is
Just-
going to lift his cane and bash the figure on the back of the head in a thing that looks about as effective as you'd expect an old man waving a cane to be. And he lifts the Giovanni up without facing anyone, facing the castle wall of this little alcove. He is slammed again. He is not struggling any longer. And he says, You fucking fools. You can't do this. You can't attack me. You can't attack Giovanni. My family will see you suffer for this silliness. You won't get away with this. You won't even be lucky enough to die. All of you will suffer eternally.